Why does it take Indian consulting companies like TCS, HCL, Infosys take him too long to hire a candidate to offer them for the role? So I have worked on their requirements in the past. So let me explain to you. Suppose that there is a Java lead position in the market released from these companies, and they need somebody who has experience of 10 plus years, and they have mentioned the required skill set for the job, right? So and the salary is 10 lakh per annum. Then these requirements will be released to the vendors who work with these companies. Vendors are the self-staffing company who will find the candidates, and they will submit to the HCL or the companies who release the job. Then you will be asking, why do they release the job to the sub vendors, right? It is because if they have released the job rate or salary 10 lakh per annum, then you can understand that in the job salary, actual salary for the job was 15 lakh per annum. They kept 5 lakh to themselves and they released the 10 lakh. Why would they work? They have a lot of roles and requirements, so they focus on the important things. So the vendor have to find a candidate in the 10 lakh and they will submit the candidates, right? Suppose that 10 vendors submitted Java lead profiles. TCS or the companies will interview them one by one. Suppose that all of the 10 candidates are interviewed for the roles and they liked all of them and they won't send a rejection mail to all of them, right? Then the next thing will be whichever was the best candidate, they will schedule them for the final round, right? Once it is done, then they will see that who among these 10 candidates had the less salary. Suppose that there is a candidate, he is really good, but his salary is 10 lakh, right? And then there is a candidate by another vendor who is also shortlisted, but his salary is 8.5. Then there is another candidate whose salary is 8 lakh. Then there is another candidate who is also shortlisted, but whose salary is 9.5. So who do you think they will go with? They will go with the person whose salary was 8 lakh per annum. The person vendor submitted at 8 lakh per annum. In the case of full time, suppose it is a contract role, like there is hourly rate, or the role has a limited time frame, it would be the same way. They will always go among the best available candidate. They will choose the candidate who is relatively good and who is coming at the lower salary, because the goal of these consulting companies is not only to hire the candidate or to deliver the project. The goal is to save as much cost as possible. That's the main goal, because they have one thing, they can hire and fire candidates like just like that. If they will make them work for 10 day, 1 way a month, and if they will see that they are not performing well, they will fire them and they will release the requirements once again, because they know that they have hundreds and thousands of vendors who will get them candidates in 2 days, 1 days, and they will go through this process all over again. And meanwhile you will say that then what's the advantage of releasing the job again if it is causing the delay of the project? Now it isn't, because this company can increase the hourly working of their already working employees. So you already must know that they, if you're working with these consulting companies, your hourly working hour can be extended. And you saw Infosys CEO interview, right, where he asked for 80-hour work week. Where do you think he was coming from? So that's what he meant. So that's why it takes too long to offer the candidate who are applying for this consulting roles. So I hope it makes it clear. And if you like it, please subscribe and we'll be in touch. Till then, be well in the world.